shit now.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode
of. I know if I did at the wrong time.
I thought you was gonna finish it.
Tone and Cash Gaming Pad Podcast. I don't know. I gave it 110.
That's all that matters. You know, if you ever watched the Lucas Brothers, you know Michael Jordan always gave 110%. Always. So there ain't nothing wrong with 110%.
Word. Thank you. You know, I mean, I put a lot of effort into it. I know y'all didn't see it, but it was a lot of arm motion. You know.
Well, for those of you who don't know, the guy with his arms flailing, that's the best co-host, Mr. Cash Senpai.
Oh, you're too kind. Oh, you, the host that does the most. You know, we got Torconion over there. Hey.
And if y'all don't know by now, y'all slipping. We've been doing this for a minute now. Y'all should know who we is. We be on Twitter, Facebook, everything. Y'all should know who we is by now.
Everything. We on everything.
Everything. Oh boy. So, friend, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
Man, my week has been actually pretty okay. You know, I'm not gonna let things bother me. You know, get me down. Try to stay negative. Try to stay negative. Try to stay positive, not negative. So, you know, everything.
Toxicity.
Yeah, it's been. You know, the devil been poking at me as of late. I don't know why. He needs to get on somewhere. Anyway, been okay. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. And how about yourself, friend?
I'm doing all right. Just you know, I just try to stay doing research on these games, trying to figure out the best way to play certain strategies, you know.
Right.
And of course, find out, you know, all this new news and everything. So let's go ahead and jump right on into that because we got a few little juicy bits today.
Just a few. Okay. Where we going?
All right. So first off, PlayStation. Some of you people out there that have PlayStation, I'm not sure if you guys heard this or not, but that communities tab that you guys have, where you got like your little groups that you play with every day and stuff like that. Yeah, they're getting rid of that.
They're really getting rid of that?
Yep. Just like how they got rid of it. They got rid of the app basically, you know, a few months ago, or I think it was like, you know, early last year. Because I guess it wasn't that many people using it, or they just wasn't trying to, you know, maintain the app, I guess.
I don't know. That's why Microsoft. Sorry,
Microsoft's reign supreme.
Look, there's certain things I give Microsoft, but you know, certain things, and that's one of them. I don't know, man. They need to treat it better over there. They struggle in those areas for some.
So just imagine all the people that, you know, still on PS4 that haven't gotten the PS5 yet.
Yeah,
you know,
that's unfortunate.
That communities tab is going to be gone at the beginning of April. So, yeah, you're going to have to find a new way to, you know, gather the crew up or, you know, get in contact with folks. So, don't just rely on the group, you know, being there. Go ahead and add these friends to your friends list, whatever you need to do. Because once the community tab is gone, it might be kind of hard for y'all to get back in contact with each other again.
Exactly. So, you know, go ahead and, hey, man, I'm adding you. Hey, add it. You better go ahead up there and start adding before this thing goes away.
Most definitely. Because I kind of feel like with the way that Xbox does it, you know, you can put like a little, you know, a post up And if you need like a certain type of player for 2K, or if you need, 3 extra people to play Call of Duty with or something for multiplayer or something, then, it was real easy to find someone like that through there. Within minutes.
Mm.
Within minutes, somebody reaching back out to you like, yeah, I got this, whoop, whoop, whoop. And, I can go ahead and play with y'all, run with y'all, stuff like that. But it's going to be kind of hard on PlayStation now. I never really knew that, they had a community tab to begin with. I kind of felt like it's going to be, kind of like the little group thing with Xbox, but maybe it's just more successful. Maybe people on Xbox are just more likely to play with, random folks or just anybody just to get somebody to play with, maybe. I don't know.
There's a bunch of nice weirdos over there.
That's too many of them, if you ask me.
Hey, look.
I get too many messages.
We're all weird.
While I'm playing.
We're all weird.
No, but it's one thing to be weird in your own way that makes you who you are. It's another way to be weird when you're playing 2K with someone and they just constantly jacking up shots, but they want to constantly call all the time out and want to
that's our toxic players.
Hold the ball for the whole entire quarter and stuff like that. And then at the end of the game, when you finally get control and you start, y'all start winning again, basically. It's like they want to get mad because you're doing more than they are. But it's like, you came out here selling on purpose. Now you want to try to play? Like, it don't work like that, bro. You either play right from the get-go, or you can just quit the game and just find another team to play with.
Thanks. They toxic, though. They're very toxic.
If toxic was even the word you could really use for them, they on a whole other level than toxic. The toxicity level is, there ain't even no word for it. Some people just evil.
They are.
Speaking of evil, John Marston from Red Dead 2 has been lying to everyone.
Excuse me?
Yes. John Marston is one of the biggest liars ever in the video game world.
He trolled us this entire time?
He did more than that. What's that guy? He Rick rolled us. You know that guy used to pop on everybody YouTube video. They be like, "Hey, watch this link to look at this tiger fight this alligator." You click on it. Never gonna get you. No.
Good night.
We're not doing that right now. No.
Never gonna get. Sorry.
That's basically what he did. Let me tell you what I found out. So basically, when you play in the story mode, it's that mission where you guys are on the railroad tracks and you're trying to, I forgot, it's you, Arthur, and Dutch trying to go after somebody, and you guys are like running along the train tracks.
One more score.
Just one more score,
Arthur.
And they decided to bring John with them this time. So apparently, while you're playing as Arthur and John is going to be the NPC, you can actually run and bump into John, and you will knock him off the railroad tracks, and he'll fall in the water. This man, John Marston, knows how to swim.
But why in that one thing? Like, people have tested this, and literally he was flailing around. He couldn't doggy paddle. He was really struggling in that water to get up and stay afloat. And other than that, his health was just depleting. And that was fake. All fake.
All a ruse. When I tell you that this man just turned around and struggle swim back to land, just like a few feet. No, this man was in the full-blown Michael Phelps breaststroke, swimming from basically one side of the river to the other side, and then came out of the water, hopped on his horse like nothing happened.
What?
Like, John, nah, bro, stop the mission. Hold on, we got to talk about this now.
They just end the mission right there. They don't even give you no money or nothing. They
don't get no money, no XP, nothing. Just Please talk to this man, John. See what he did.
Just says mission pass. You said no, dude. So what? Where's
like,
what
happened? Like, that man is all smoke and mirrors now. Like, I don't know what to believe now, honestly.
Thanks.
Speaking of mirrors and smoke, Apex.
Legends.
A lot of your favorite legends that have, alts or abilities or, tactical abilities that have to deal with smoke or gas. Mainly Bangalore with her smoke screen and Caustic with the gas traps. Apparently that fog isn't as thick as players remember.
They nerfed it.
Oh, they nerfed it, and they nerfed it hard.
Yeah.
Even though it was a mistake, it's bad because that smoke screen, gives Bangalore a huge advantage to, being able to, flank, other teams or, be able to, really secure care package or something like that. So now I want to get shots out.
Distraction with her. It's all distractions. It's all, you can even fake somebody out and make somebody believe that you're going to that, like you're running in that smoke and they can't even see, like, you know what I mean? Because it's so close together. And it's just like, oh, well, I thought he was running that way, but he's on this other side now and flanking me from the other way. So, like, you can really get saucy with her ult. Just depend on the character, who you are.
Yeah,
she's special. Okay, no, she's not.
And now, when she uses that smoke screen, it kind of looks like, like when it's like if somebody turned on the fog machine for like 5 seconds. But all it did was just cover the floor. That's basically kind of what it looks like.
What?
Basically, you can see a full silhouette while they're standing in the middle of that smoke cloud. So if players are able to see a silhouette without having that digital threat sight on,
there's no need for that. Then, yeah,
it's no point in using it. She basically just got dropped from a tier A to a tier C that quick just because of y'all flubbed up on this patch that y'all put in.
Yeah.
And Caustic, this man is supposed to be, specifically a highlight player along with Fuse because of the whole Caustic Town takeover. But now the gassiest character in the game ain't even got the gas no more.
No, he don't got his fur juice.
All he got is that, that grenade, but you can't, just run around with ultimate accelerants all day long, just trying to get grenades back to back. It's.
Right, so what is the points on
y'all buffed him, man? Then y'all nerf him.
What is the points on the ult? Do you know? Like, how the points get taken off? Like, it usually goes, I think for it was like 15, 21, 30. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it kept rising. So what are the points from that? Like, I know that had to degress.
Yeah, it did. I believe it went from starting at 5, it would go to like it would uptick like 2 or 3, like the longer you were in it, it would start to uptick more and more and more. But I think now it's just more of like as like a steady rate of you just getting damage like 5 off every time the damage hits you.
So you shouldn't worry, but you should unless he can use that as a rush kind of thing where he can just throw it in there and just rush him and let the 5 tick away while he's shooting them.
Yeah. Now, if you're downed already, if you already been knocked and you down already and you throw that canister out, yeah, it's a good chance that you might not get picked up. Unless you got some, some teammates that know how to get kind of glitchy and, make some stuff happen.
Make some noise.
And speaking of still speaking on Apex here, I kind of feel like with this recent update that they had, they've made a lot of mistakes or they nerf certain things that didn't need. I mean, they buff certain things that didn't need to be buffed.
Mm-hmm.
And now the game is just running rampant with glitches and different tactics and stuff. Like a Mozambique, a good clean hit on a Mozambique will give you at least 35 at least if you get a good clean shot. The Mozambique with the hammer point rounds almost triples that 35.
Yeah,
I've seen someone that the Mozambique went from the worst gun, the worst handgun pistol, to being the best within a matter of hours because of this patch.
I'm about to say, well, you think about it that I think the last couple times before this became back to being free that they had it. Like that's what you start off with, the Mozambique. So you have to imagine people had hammer points and they didn't have no shield and they was going down in 3 hits tops or maybe one.
With one hit with the hammer point, it would definitely do 100 plus.
Yeah, so I'm just giving people the benefit of the doubt. They can't shoot.
Right. True. I mean, yeah, because not everybody plays on keyboard and mouse and don't have that immaculate aim that PC players can get.
Yeah, take that, Rachel. Yeah.
But yeah, that's one advantage. Definitely some shots gonna be fired right there. Hopefully he don't blow you up when y'all play zombies later on. Because he's sneaky, he'll do something like that. Anyways.
He need to share some funds. Oh, the funds he got.
Oh boy. We'll get to that in the few. We will get to that in the few. But since we're talking about Xbox parties, Xbox are coming out with new wireless headsets.
Yay! Look at them.
It's about time. It's definitely a mic drop moment, no pun intended.
Don't drop your mics. Okay, don't drop your headphones, right? Don't do it.
Now it's $100. It's a whole blue strip. But it's compatible with, of course, Xbox wireless protocol, making it easy to, pair with your Xbox One or your Xbox Series S or X, either one. And it also is compatible with Bluetooth, so you can connect to both protocols simultaneously. Meaning you could be in the Xbox party listening to what people are saying, but at the same time, you can have audio coming from a phone, a tablet, or a PC mixed in with the sound from your headset. So you can actually listen to music in your headset while you're playing a game. And you don't have to worry about trying to, put on Spotify and lagging down your game, playing stuff like that. So, that's a huge win in my book.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, I have a good, decent pair of headsets. Okay, I have a good, decent pair of headsets that I spent $100 on, and I was really hoping that this is the one he was talking about. I was like, yes, my headphones is about to get exposed, and no, okay. But anyway, no, did ask like these headphones is definitely worth it, just because not only they're wireless, so you won't have to worry about it getting caught up in anything or whatever the case may be. It's actually wireless, so it's actually beneficial for you, especially if you like to move a lot. And I like to move a lot, so I would actually invest.
We know
it's. For the record, I don't destroy my headphones. That's what it makes it seem like I just run around with headphones.
You don't destroy them, but we do know that you like to just walk away and do certain things. So yeah. It'll be good for you to have those headphones. So you be like, Cash, come back. You're like, I'm gone. I'm bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, he gets it.
But so the good stuff. Excellent design, easy to use dials, supports concurrent wireless connections, and of course, $99 is a great price, for a good gaming, pair gaming headset, because we know Turtle Beaches can be quite expensive and They're garbage.
Jeez.
And the only bad stuff about the headset that people actually came up with is that it's no multifunction button for controlling Bluetooth devices.
Yeah, I don't see why.
There's no 3.5 millimeter jack.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not compatible with non-Xbox consoles. So, of course, that's not really a bad thing. That's just Microsoft looking out for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, every other gaming company can come out with a pair of headsets, stuff like that for their own system.
Microsoft
and they'll
cares.
say the same thing. So
they care. They care about what they bring out and give to their customers. They care.
I'll tell you what I really care about,
and that is,
whenever they drop some new information about Mortal Kombat, I got to talk about it.
Of course.
So. They they came out with a couple new movie posters. They came out with a few of those within the past week or so. Some of them that, appeared over in the UK, some that appeared over here in the United States. And,
how you feel about them?
Of course, I like how they presented everything. They basically got everybody, lined up on certain sides. Like, of course, you got the ninja combo, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, no, that was pretty
split
dope.
down the middle right there. And then behind Sub-Zero, you got Mileena and Shang Tsung. And,
yeah.
You getting all the bad characters. And of course, behind Scorpion, you getting Sonya, you got Jax, you got Cole back there. And you can kind of get a little bit better look at Cole. You see he wearing some type of armor or something like that might go like some type of like underlayer for some type of armor or something that he probably haven't gotten all yet. But we have seen his weapon of choice that he's going to be using, and they're like some bladed tonfas, like how Jackson Sonya used to use like back in the day in Mortal Kombat 3 and 4. But
and play the game.
They're not like your regular looking ones. They got little blades on the end of them.
Yeah,
kind of look a little bit like Tarkatan blades. I don't think it's going to be any relation to Baraka. Maybe that's just how they designed them, just for him.
Yeah, maybe that's how they designed them. Let's not go too. Yeah,
maybe it's starting to come out that like maybe Cole just might be Cole. He might not be anyone else. So he might just be Cole Young. Might just be Cole Young.
Might be a creative player.
You used to be able to do that. You definitely used to be able to do that. So
he's a creative player. Scorpion is his sensei.
Maybe something.
I don't know.
I'm just ready for the movie to come out.
Remember the last one that we talked about? Are you really sold that it, as the speculations went, it's like, Johnny Cage, that kind of deal? Now I'm just like, I don't think it's Johnny Cage. They're trying to put into that because he don't have none of those mannerisms at all.
He doesn't at all, and
that was so much of a speculation hype.
People want Johnny Cage to be in it so bad,
so bad.
Y'all have to remember that for one, Johnny Cage is just. It wasn't until if y'all following the storyline from, Mortal Kombat 9. He didn't really, start to discover that he had this, super ability until, something bad happened to Sonya. Then, I guess his feelings and everything finally reached that point to where he
get that green glow.
Yeah, to get that green glow. So, it's not like it's. I honestly just think it's just no space for Johnny Cage in this one, at least not right now.
If they make a Mortal Kombat 2,
yeah, they definitely go try to find some way to bring him in. But at the same time,
so everybody can lose their marbles. All they want is the nut punch. That's all they want. That's all they want.
That's all they want. That's all they want, and the arrogantness. They want him for the comedy aspect, but
they want him for the content.
Big shout out to Simon McCoy for
big
doing the casting how he did, because
big thanks.
He tried to get people that would actually, dive deep into the role and become that character.
Yeah.
And their background makes it so much easier for them to, make that transition. So you can't just get somebody like, Jean-Claude Van Damme and tell him to go out there and be, funny and arrogant, but it not really be, that for real Johnny Cage feel.
Right.
So who knows? They might not be trying to get a high profile actor for Johnny Cage, but they might try to get somebody who's definitely going to fit that shoe and wear it well. So
to be Ryan Reynolds.
And I mean,
could it be Ryan Reynolds?
I mean, a guy like Ryan Reynolds, like most definitely, yeah. I would say so.
Yeah. It suits him. It really does. But I don't know. It makes sense though. Yeah, it makes sense. But I don't know if he'll do it though. I don't think he would.
Oh, if this movie blow up and take off how it's supposed to, everybody go be in Simon McCoy DMs like, hey, so we go start casting for Mortal Kombat 2. Right? I can play a good Ermac. I can play a real good Katana. People will be saying all types of stuff trying to get in this movie. I'm telling you.
What you gonna play as when you go in the movie?
If I had a chance to get in the movie, I'll be the guy that just yell fight. I ain't about to get my spine ripped out of my body. You crazy. You saw what happened to Jax? No, thank you. I ain't got that type of money or access to that type of technology.
His arms got obliterated.
Obliterated ain't the word. If Jax's arms were like miniature planets, basically 2 asteroids just hit both of his arms and just imploded. not exploded, imploded. An implosion is way less dangerous than an explosion.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they, demolish buildings. They do implosions.
Thanos snapped his arms away. That's what happened. He did, and then they all just went.
Imagine if Thanos went against Sub-Zero. Like, who would win in that? If Thanos couldn't snap the gloves, if Thanos couldn't snap the gauntlet, who do you think go win in the fight between him and Sub-Zero?
Look, I'm not saying I'll just get the advantage of Sub-Zero, but if he's able to freeze that thing before he does the snap, then he's in trouble. Thanos is in trouble. So I would have to get the advantage of Sub-Zero. But that's only if he could stop it in time.
That's why I said if he could use the gauntlet, but he just can't snap his fingers, then yeah, most definitely I think Sub-Zero have an advantage.
Yeah,
it'll be a tough fight because Thanos strong as hell. Of course,
Thanos ain't no B.
To start, might take him a while to to freeze him or freeze his arm or something like that. It might take a minute. Jax was only a human, so it took just a matter of seconds. But this man Thanos is a whole titan, so.
Bro, we went left and went to Thanos.
But these are the things that people think about, though. This is just like when people be like,
Thanos.
This is just when like somebody say, who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron? It's basically the same thing. Yeah, they both know how to play the game the right way, but they in 2 whole different generations at the same time. And the gameplay was different back then. So, of course,
definitely.
Their styles, might not, be equivalent or, incorporate well with how that generation played and stuff like that. Now, it might in some certain cases, but do you think LeBron could go back in time playing in the 80s and the 70s and not bring the ball up the court and only the point guard or the shooting guards bring the ball up the court? LeBron would be a cone in the 80s.
LeBron probably wouldn't even play.
I'm serious. The only thing he would be doing he would be in a dunk contest with all the other dunk contest participants like Larry Nance Sr. I'm just saying that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Those comparisons are going to happen. They're going to happen. So they will get talked about regardless whether people hear it or not. It's going to get talked about. People always make weird comparisons with stuff that don't make no sense, but they sit there and make sense out of it.
Like Goku in One Punch. No.
Look, we ain't even about to go on to the anime right now because we know people do that all day long. We could sit and have a discussion all day.
Man? Come on, bro. Goku versus Santo. Look, all right, you're right.
First of all, two people that always be having dumb looks on their faces fighting each other.
Goku be smiling at you, ready to fight.
Goku just be goofy as hell. Just be smiling. Smash his fist and get like, let's go fight. We could be friends afterwards, though.
Like
One Punch Man, he don't even bother nobody, but if you touch his man's shoulder, he just turn around with that look on his face, like, huh?
Just
are you trying something?
That got you having fun?
I just catch you having fun. All right, now we going left because that's Boondocks.
Yeah, all right. MLB The Show.
Oh man, I can't wait for that to come out. I've been waiting to play baseball game so long.
So long, people, man. As soon as you hit home run, grand slam, everyone, gonna be mad. And somebody's gonna quit, and it's gonna take a long 9 innings to get back into that game.
Once you quit, that's it. You ain't gonna coming back. You quit, somebody else
you like I'll come back in.
You come back, you sitting in the dugout with everybody else, sitting there eating peanuts and sunflower seeds, spitting them all over the ground. Well, that's your fault that you laid down. Make sure your connection good before you try to play online. I wonder how online play is actually going to be, though. And I'll tell you one thing: don't play if you got a messed up right thumbstick. Boy, oh boy!
Please don't.
The pitching mechanics that they got.
You won't be a pitcher, do you?
It ain't just no hitting A for fastballs no more.
Right analog stick, buddy.
Get ready to throw that heat. Don't throw try to throw a fastball. You end up throwing a curveball. End up throwing the game. You'll really be mad then. You better practice.
You better get ready just to do standard fastballs for a while. And that's just down up.
Even that's still gonna be hard to do because people ain't gonna be able to make a straight line going, down up on the thumbstick. This will be shifting over to the left and everything. You're gonna be throwing the pitch all wild, being somebody in the head.
They better stare at the controller while they do it. Just down and up. There we go.
No, because you still gotta aim the pitch with the left stick. So you gotta be looking at the TV. Or the screen.
Just make sure
ain't no looking down.
Just make sure you pass it the right way. That's bad, dude. Because you know what I mean. You mess around, throw a little slow ball, he just sends it. That is out of here.
I'm telling you.
Could you imagine everybody looking at you that's playing, just staring at your character like, I can't believe.
There's not gonna be a lot of careers coming from MLB The Show. I can tell you that right now. Unless you like a for real baseball fanatic, you've been playing the show nonstop since they've been coming out on PlayStation first. Like if you ain't been doing that, it's gonna be rough if you're trying to play competitively. I mean, be my guest to jump in and try it, but I just know that I wouldn't do that right off the jump like that. That's just me.
Hey, look, we all entitled to our own opinions.
Speaking of opinions, 2K acquires a pro athlete to be the headline for their next game, or maybe next series of games, for all we know, because the man that we're talking about is Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Shout out to Tiger Woods. Hopefully he recovering well from that injury that, he sustained in that car accident. We all wish him well. And We know he about to get that money and that paycheck anyway from 2K because we know 2K is good for paying the people that they represent, but they don't like their customers.
Yeah, I feel as though, Tiger Woods, if you can figure out how to, fix the servers for 2K or, throw out any suggestions for them, I'm just
make them hire more
wins.
people. Have them hire more people to work on certain issues, not just yeah. They probably got 5 people working in a cubicle somewhere. Like, okay, what we gotta do now? We gotta fix the dribble animations. I don't know how dribbling work. I don't either. But let's just add a new one. They don't know. Like, come on now. We don't need no more of that. We need actual people that know the actual game. Now y'all got Tiger Woods on your team. Maybe he can, influence y'all a little bit. Hopefully.
I mean, they try to make it like real, way too like realistic. Like even with Red Dead 2, and then just going online and trying to run and try to go with like the horse. So you and the horse, like you're mounted up on the horse, and you're just going, and then there's trees in the way when you go to the forest, and you just like, all right, I can just cut through this tree, and then some reason I believe the 2K world or whatever we want to say about Rockstar, I don't know why it just wants to go another direction. Instead of the direction that you wanted to go. And it just be like either you will run into something, you will hit a tree, you flip yourself over. You just like, I didn't ask for this. I just wanted to go the way I wanted to go. And you're just like, no, we're gonna go this way because that's the more safest route. Or that's a more easier route to go that way. And then I run into a tree.
I mean, they just everything. A lot of these games, they hold, guidance and direction could be a whole lot better because y'all tell me go along this trail or go this way to get to where I need to go, and then it's super long. But then I find a shorter way. But just because I find the shorter way, I get punished. Like, I don't know. Games are weird, but we still play them anyway.
Fix it, 2K. Fix it.
Especially 2K. Y'all need to get something together, 2K.
Fix it.
They ain't listening. They don't ever listen to us. They don't listen to nobody.
No, but it's really cool though. Shout out to Tiger Woods. So really, getting a deal with 2K, and I really like to see what he has in store for them, and what kind of products they're going to push out with Tiger Woods.
Now, if it's just going to be just like how the last PGA Golf Tour game was for 2K, and they're just putting Tiger Woods' name on it, then I have no problem with that because I haven't heard like a lot of bad things from, the 2K golf side of it.
Right.
The golf side of 2K is doing pretty well. That's probably how they were able to get Tiger Woods in the first place.
Makes sense. What about, or how about Call of Duty? We talked about it earlier. I mentioned something about Call of Duty. Let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about, the multiplayer and what you can get. Like if you don't have if you have not played the multiplayer, or if you have not played Cold War, you can, get the bundle, which is only 1,300 Call of Duty points. You can get the bundle and get all these free skins for Park. There's more Park. Naga. You can also get, I think, no, you can't get Glam yet. I'm thinking way too ahead right now, but you can get all different types of skins, weapon packs already. And that's in, let me go, where's tier 20? Yeah, like tier 20 and stuff. Like you can get all these cool little weapon packs, like these Glade Ripper, which is really cool. That's a really nice design, weapon blueprint. You get Stone, and Stone, after you reach tier 30, it looks like Thatcher from Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, we getting character cross designs again and again?
Yeah, so in multiplayer you get a lot. I mean, right now I'm pretty sure they get more maps, and pretty soon, like later on, pretty soon, eventually it's getting there.
Eventually.
But right now, eventually. But as far as everything goes, like you still have all those cool little game modes. There are a lot of things in this multiplayer that I haven't yet discovered yet because I just got it like a week ago. So I'm still, relatively new, but I am having fun so far playing in Cold War. And if you don't have it, you need to get it. And what are you doing? It's Call of Duty.
Well, you know me, I'm not really a multiplayer kind of guy because, I hate spawning in and 3 seconds later I get sniped from across the map from some undisclosed location that I can't never seem to reach or get to see how they getting up there and pulling these shots off. But, I've been a big, huge zombie fan for a long time. So, the zombie aspect of it is, what I focus on most. Preferably the outbreak mode where you're kind of in the open world, just doing different objectives, but you still got to deal with the zombies anyway. It's a little more open, which gives you a better chance to get away. You don't have to panic so much all the time, especially on like older zombie levels, kind of like like Der Eisendrache or Shadows of Evil, or places where like seemed like it was like a little open, but it was just a lot of tight spaces and alleyways and stuff most of the time. The here is like literally open world, and you can just go wherever within the barriers, because you can check out different parts of the map as you progress objectives. So you do an objective in this part of the map, you warp to the next part of it. So there's the only thing that's repetitive is the locations where you're doing these objectives at. But it's always going to be a different objective in a different location. You're always going to get different trials to do. Make sure you guys do the trials.
The trials are recently important. They are super important. They'll get you where you need to be, and especially in points wise as well. So if you don't have enough, or don't. The main thing is don't kill all the zombies off rip. You know what I mean? Maybe get a couple of hits in here and there, and then leave them there so you can actually do the trials. Because I remember when we first started doing the trials, we already done murked all the zombies in that map, and it's hard to do the trials because it requires zombies being in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like most of them, some of them are a little bit different, but most of them do require having zombies being a part of it. So you need to save as much zombies as possible, or go to a certain part of the map and then wipe them out. But like you need a lot because they're beneficial, and like I said, also dealing with points. The trial will rack up your points and give you so much essence. So please, like, trials are a main focus point in that outbreak, because that is where your bread and butter is going to be, not doing the objectives. The objectives are great before you about to really get done with that map. Then you want to do that, and even that you can, like, if the first one, you can literally do a trial with the first one, the first objective you have to do. And then there's so many weapons that obviously you can get, so it's, you can always upgrade weapons as well on the go. You know what I mean? After you finish, the X-File.
The X-File
files. I always get it wrong. Look, I botch it, all right? I know.
Okay. It's all right.
I know.
It's all right, friend.
I want to go. But you know what I mean? But still, so those are little, tips that I know.
All right. Favorite weapon on zombies?
M16.
Why is
that? It's accurate. It's way too accurate. And even from the beginners, like, not even type like level 1, like literally it was an accurate gun, and you can put it up the zombies' head and instant kills. Just straight headshots all the way. And every time I play, me and you and Rachel, we get like critical. I get the most critical hits because I'm tapping heads with that thing, man. It is just so easy just to tap it, bro. You can just and don't get a pack a punch. Then you're really in trouble because that's called a skull splitter.
Oh, skull
just splitter. Saying, sound nasty. That M16 is not to be played with.
Well, see, you're more of an assault rifle guy anyway. See, I like me a good shotgun because I like doing crowd control.
You got the back off, man.
I got that, give me 6 feet. I got that quarantine weapon, you feel me?
You got that pushback.
I'm telling you that I was running with the Howard at first, but I realized that, the whole pump action after every shot was getting to me after a while. So I switched over to the once I was able to unlock it, after I ranked up to it, I was able to unlock the Gallo. Now the Gallo, man, all you really need is just the 9-round tube extension on it, and maybe a good red dot sight. You might not even need a sight, and maybe a good stock on it, and you good to go. That weapon does
locked and loaded, ready to go.
You can do so much damage with that gun. Just being just a regular stock option for just a regular, no attachments, anything like that. It does super high damage, and you can actually get critical shots with that as well too. That's the only shotgun that I played with where I was able to get consistent critical hits with it. And when it's pack a punch, boy oh boy.
Do you know what it's called?
Throw a little shatterburst on there. Now I forgot what the name of it is called because it's some type of weird name. But I trust it. I play with that gun more than any other one. I trust it. I put my faith in it. It's never let me down yet.
Highest round in the fire base. Or was the highest round?
I think our highest round was, I believe, 18 or 19.
Yeah, I believe it was 18.
We weren't going for Easter eggs or nothing like that at the time.
No, we were just trying to survive.
Yeah, we were just trying to survive and get the the lay of the land and stuff. And so it was pretty dope. But speaking of speed runs, the speed run for Firebase Z has actually been broken again. What is his name? Earthdaman. That's his name. He is actually, a Call of Duty speed run freak. Wow. He actually owns a few different speed run records for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4.
This man knows.
This
is his job.
This is what he get paid to do. Like, finding some of these maps, you will never think that you will be able to get certain stuff done before the 5th wave. And, it's steps that we've done that, we didn't know about it right at that point in time. But with being 3 of us instead of 1, we could have got it done quick. But the optimization that this man came up with, and the RNG that he got for these runs was just phenomenal. It was damn near perfect.
Right.
And seeing stuff like that is what makes me want to figure out the Easter egg and try to do it myself. Will I ever try to go for a speed run record? Probably not. Just because of the fact that there's certain movements that you can do on PC that you can't do on console. Like, the whole, running, sliding, basically the slide run the whole way to one objective to the next. You can't do that on console. It's too hard to do it on console. It's damn near impossible. If you can do it, you got a modded controller to help you do it. But, PC, PC controls are a little different. You can do a lot more.
Kirstens and Masters.
You can hotkey a certain button to do this. You can put slide on like 3 different buttons, so you can constantly keep hitting different buttons to keep sliding over and over and over again and stuff like that. But it's perfectly legal for them to do that on PC. So because it's just all a strategy. You're not glitching out the game or anything. You're just using the mechanics in the game to your advantage.
Yep.
So shout out to Earthdaman for getting that speed run record again. Because if you ever see it, it's a phenomenal run. He does it in less than 25 minutes.
Jeez.
That's Easter egg, final boss battle. 100% done.
That man's a hack.
He's definitely built different. You got to have, your brain got to be, real big and real wrinkly to be doing stuff like that. Like,
I had one more thing too, though. We forgot to talk about in the MLB part. Build your own park with Stadium Creator. You guys can build your own parks. Build your own parks. Shoot, if you can prevent the balls from even hitting from getting even close from getting a home run. If you can block that, I'll do it.
I'm telling you, I'm making Fenway 3.0 XL. That's gonna be the name of my park. Why? Because in all three directions, left field, center field, and right field, big green monster there. Ain't nobody hitting no home runs. Ain't gonna be no indoor park. It's gonna be just the field itself gonna be indoor. Everybody else just sit on the outside where they can't look in. You gotta watch on the TV or your cell phone.
You gotta watch on the TV.
Ain't gonna be no home runs at my park. I'm making mine a dome on the field.
They're gonna cap it. Now you're gonna cap. They're gonna cap some of it. They're not gonna cap all of it, but they might give you one monster.
Yeah, they just give you one, but if you got a whole bunch of right-handed pitchers that can keep forcing the ball to go to that left field or wherever field you got that wall at, then it's gonna be kind of tough for you. You're ready to do line drives, hitting in the pocket and that out in the outfield somewhere.
I'm just saying, them pitchers gotta, have the right button, the right input. If they don't put that right input in, it's over.
Man, what?
Somebody gonna get a ball and get mad.
I'm just waiting for it. Just like this, like Mortal Kombat movie and everything else. I'm just waiting for it to get my hands on it to see for myself.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. So here's a little piece of randomness I just remembered and thought about. So on 2K. How come? What's the point in having a build where the whole point of it is to dribble and shoot, but you gotta have the whole team come set screens on one person? You're not getting double teamed or triple teamed coming up the court. It's one person guard you one-on-one. But y'all got to have the nerve to have the whole team come set screens for you, 2-3 people. And then you take a shot and then you green it, but you want to sit there and celebrate like you actually did something.
Those are toxic people.
Right? Y'all got to stop that. Seriously, because it's no skill. It's one thing to, do a pick and roll or a pick and fade and you run it the right way and you get the shot off like that because you get the open space from the defender. Okay, that's one thing. I will give you that. But if you got to stand there and curry slide and just to have me keep running back and forth in the screens all day.
Curry slide.
And then your teammates are setting the most sloppy screens ever. But they still making you, run into the screen and then go, instead of just stopping in your tracks after you hit it, they make you go all the way around the person and go behind their back and everything else. Like 2K, y'all got to get these animations together. And people that's playing 2K, y'all got to stop being so soft using all these goddamn screens all the time. 2K and basketball is not to set screens and just to watch one person shoot all goddamn day. Pass that rock around.
Be a teammate.
Team sport. You want to play by yourself? Go to my career. That's what it's there for. You can play by yourself and do all that stuff all day if you want to. Don't come into the rec or go on the pro-am doing that, because people will be real quick to message you and cuss you out. Real quick. I'm sorry I had to go on that rant. But you know what? I'm just going to make that my game and advice of the week. Even though I probably done said it one time before.
You just said it.
I feel like it needed to be, I feel like it needed to be said again. Honestly, because it's getting boring. I started playing point guard this year, and everybody didn't want to play point guard because they were like, I'm tired of dealing with the screens, double, triple screens all the time. You ain't got to apologize, bro, because I already know. I was there to go through your frustration with y'all on that. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it. But there's been a couple of games where I done got frustrated because it was just that every single play for like the whole first half, just getting screened on, pulling shots, and people messaging me saying you trash. Like, what's the point in doing all that? You really gotta get on the video game to break somebody who you don't know down. Is that how you feel about yourself? That's how you make yourself feel better? I'm gonna get on 2K and make someone feel bad about themselves because they can't play. Or I'm gonna make it to where they can't play how they want to play. You got some issues yourself, my friend. Get it together. See a counselor.
Figure it out. Fix it.
Go talk to Archie when you pick up your VC check, whatever it is. I don't care.
Go talk to her.
Y'all got to get it together. For real.
Sure.
I'm sorry I had to go on that rant real quick. I just feel like I had to.
Special shout outs. We need to go.
Before special shout outs, what gaming advice do you have, Cash?
Do I have a gaming advice this week? I have one, but it's not even like a gaming advice. It's just, Rachel, can we please just spend some money when we play zombies? Please. That to be thrown out there. Just spend the money.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad you said something. I forgot.
Stop being selfish, okay? It's not always about you, okay? It's about the team. And if the team needs a door open and everybody's below 2,000 and you have 7,000, I feel as though you're obligated to open up this door. I'm sorry.
Stop lagging behind. You always going off, doing something by yourself on the other side of the map, and then you say, I'm down. And then you expect somebody to come save you. Then when somebody don't get there in time to save you, you want to have an attitude. Never no more.
We're sick of it.
Never again.
We're sick of it. Special shout out to Rachel too for being a good friend.
You just shat all over this man, then just gave him a shout out for being a good friend. You're awesome.
Shout out. Big shout out. He's a good guy.
Special shout out to SSWI Game Nation and Fire Six Gaming.
And Rebel Blue. Big shout out.
They came through with the care package for me recently.
Oh,
SSWI is rebranded. New logo, new merch, new year, everything.
New year, new me.
I mean, hey, it's just not just for for people; it's for organizations too. Everybody can, use a fresh little start, nice little fresh look. Fresh look make you feel better about yourself.
No, most definitely. I just can't wait to Rebel Blues new store open up soon. We'll get details on that so we can get our hands on Rebel Blue merch.
I need to get a shirt like ASAP. If I'm gonna be repping right, I need to make sure I get some merch to wear when I'm out here in these streets.
Oh no, not out in the streets.
No, not the streets. The streets. Get it right, the streets.
In the screen.
I hear in these streets. I hear in these streets eating scrimps.
You hungry? Because I'm hungry.
My stomach is growling. No, I am very hungry. I have to eat. I'm gonna figure out something to eat soon. But
I got some Chinese food out there waiting. Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you what it is.
I'm drinking Gatorade right now, but this ain't doing nothing for me. I need some physical food.
Right, makes sense.
And of course, we gotta shout out 613 Faye Productions.
Big shout out. Shout out.
Of course, letting the network let us come on here and do our thing and preach to y'all every week and rant to y'all and
yes.
Say other wild things, nonsense.
I'm just glad we were able to, get your mind off of things for an hour. You know what I mean? Just Tune in to hear us say anything.
We just sit here and just start quoting lines from anime shows, and hopefully we can get some views off that too one day. Who knows?
Nani?
But Nani. You gotta say it with the gravel in your voice, like you're surprised about it. Nani.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
I watched too many clips of random things to people just putting stuff in. Speaking of clips,
shout out to Mike T, by the way. Sorry. Shout out to Mike T.
Hollywood Mike T.
Look, Hollywood Mike T. Look, it's Hollywood. He's famous. Okay. I want to be like him when I grow up.
Well, I'm just saying, you could find Hollywood Mike T.
Where?
On the Four Corners of Wrestling podcast. He is actually done stepped in the ring. Instead of just being behind the scenes, he, decided to step in the ring and lace the boots up. Oh yeah, you know it. I know he ain't out there, wearing no tights like The Rock or nothing, but
If you smell.
So, make sure y'all check out, In the Four Corners of Wrestling.
In the Four Corners, please check it out.
2 times a week. You can catch them on, let me just make sure I got my sources right, because I want to make sure I give y'all the right time.
Thanks.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes.
I could feel that Ric Flair. Woo!
Well, I don't know about the Ric Flair woo no more, but it might be a little something still there, but you still got, of course, you got Jose Cuervo over there, one of the originals from when the podcast first began. And of course, you still got the man in charge over there, Mr. Marshall Soul, Mr. Soul Simmons over there.
Big shout outs.
And they got another competitor in the ring as well.
Who that might be?
People's Champ. We call him the People's Champ.
Oh, his name's People's Champ. I thought there was something afterwards, People's Champ.
People's Champ, a.k.a. Mad Max.
Hey. Big shout out to Mad Max.
So, of course, shout out to them. And, of course, shout out to the Facts Podcast as well.
Big facts. Shout out to them.
Nice group of ladies, always coming with, lots of knowledge.
Fresh material.
You need your politics, they got it. You need your relationship and, stuff with kids, they got it.
They got
you want to hear your little random, music, celebrity news, they got it. You want to hear some real off the wall comments about some stuff you never thought you would hear? They got that.
They got it. They got the scoop. Just go down there.
Fridays at 8 a.m. in the morning.
8 a.m. So when you wake up, you get that blessing.
You can catch all 3 podcasts on the 613 Faith Productions YouTube page.
Hey.
And you can also find them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well.
Oh, that's a lot of socials.
It's more than I got. I only got 2. And of course, y'all can find me on Facebook, Anthony Oliver.
Hey.
And of course, you have to find me on Twitter, Tone Corleone 450.
You can follow me.
Don't be afraid to follow me.
You can follow me on, Cash Empire. That's on Twitter. DeMarco _Cash. I don't want to get the wrong one. DeMarco _Cash. That's for my Insta. Check me out. I got pictures on there. Clips. Check me out. Anyway, Facebook, Sean King, and that's all my socials. That's all I have. I don't got a much. Any more socials? I don't have Tinder.
Tinder? What? Huh? Excuse me?
And that's gonna wrap it up, folks.
Wait. In the Four Corners of Wrestling is Wednesdays and Sundays. That's my apology. Wednesdays and Sundays. Wednesdays and Sundays.
I'm glad they got cleared up before we got.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. We only human. But as long as we corrected the mistake within due time, that's all that matters.
Remember that first time I was trying to figure out that name of the game that I would never forget that. I was like, wait, what is it? And then I finally got it at the end. So yeah,
hey,
he's
same
right.
thing.
He's 100% correct. He's 100% correct. I agree.
Oh boy. Well, it's been fun, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
I think we'll go ahead and get out of y'all hair for the week, and we'll be back next week with another episode of Tone and Cash Gaming Pad. And we got a couple surprises for y'all next week too. So just stay tuned. Be looking out. And we are out.
Y'all Peace. Have a good one. See y'all until next time.